Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
Wall Street Journal Markets. November 15, 7:03 America, New York. Market bets on a Fed interest rate mistake. The market is saying that the Federal Reserve is going to be raising rates sooner and faster than the central bank itself thinks it will. But the market is also saying that rates won't go as high as the Fed eventually thinks they will.
Global Economy. November 15, 7 o'clock America, New York. The Great Inflation Debate, Part 2. The big question is exactly how long it will last, and whether it will abate before the midterm elections. Global Economy. November 15, 6:48 America, New York. Deutsche Bank boss calls on ECB to tighten monetary policy as inflation surges. Christian Sowing says ultra-low interest rate policy has lost its effect.
Wall Street Journal Markets. November 15, 6:48 America, New York. Tesla, Dollar Tree, Boeing, Lucid. What to watch when the stock market opens today. Elon Musk sold more shares of Tesla. Lucid results are due after the close.
Forex Live. November 15, 6:41 America, New York. ECB's Lagarde. Any tightening measure now would cause more harm than good. Further remarks by Lagarde. This ties back to her pushback earlier. It isn't anything that we haven't heard of before, but let's see if and how all of this language will change in the next 6 months. Forex Live. November 15, 6:38 America, New York. Biden-Xi meeting is not one where we expect deliverables to be coming out, U.S. official. Biden is said to tell Xi that China must play by the rules of the road, at least that is according to a senior U.S. official, speaking to Reuters. The report says.
Global Economy. November 15, 6:31 America, New York. Tough questions over Xinjiang loom for Olympians in China. Governments are unlikely to boycott the games, raising the pressure on athletes.
The Library of Economics and Liberty. November 15, 6:30 America, New York. Emily Oster on the family firm. Author and economist Emily Oster of Brown University talks about her book, The Family Firm, with EconTalk host Russ Roberts. Oster argues that running your family life the way you'd run your own business makes for a better family in today's crazy world.
Digital Finance. November 15, 6:22 America, New York. Visa has a neat strategy for B2B payments. Neat is one of several business-focused fintechs that Visa is working with to accelerate digital payments. The Post Visa has a neat strategy for B2B payments appeared first on Digital Finance.
Google Business News. November 15, 6:12 America, New York. Membrane Touch Switch, MTS, Market. Size, Growth, Forecast, Business Outlook 2021 to 2027. Koja, Shenzhen Pride. SOEELE. Foundation FA. Transimage. Kingly Tech. Tongmei Technologia Euro. Energy Siren, Energy Siren. Membrane Touch Switch, MTS, Market. Size, Growth, Forecast, Business Outlook 2021 to 2027. Koja, Shenzhen Pride. SOEELE. Foundation FA. Transimage. Kingly Tech. Tongmei Technologia Euro. Energy Siren, Energy Siren.
New York Times Business. November 15, 6:11 America, New York. Shell plans shift to Britain, and dropping Royal Dutch. The restructuring is meant to make the company more appealing to investors and make it easier to sell assets, the oil giant said.
Forex Live. November 15, 6:06 America, New York. AUD, USD creeps up towards key resistance to start the new week. AUD, USD runs into a test of its 100-day moving average. The Aussie is among the more notable movers so far today, with little else going on in the major currencies space for the most part.
Wall Street Journal Markets. November 15, 6 o'clock America, New York. Chamath Palihapitia's social capital leads funding round for battery startup. Mitra Chem aims to use machine learning to quickly make electric vehicle battery components in the U.S. and counter China's dominance in the industry.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. November 15, 6 o'clock America, New York. Jeff Bezos lashes out at AT&T incoming book. The former Time Warner boss says he didn't think at an AMP.T would go to such a level of malpractice when he agreed to sell to the media giant.
Wall Street Journal Markets. November 15, 6 o'clock America New York. SPAC led by former L'Oreal executives to form $1.2 billion beauty company. Waldencast plans to acquire skincare startup Obagi and makeup maker Milk Makeup. Wall Street Journal Markets. November 15. 5:54 America New York. Beijing Stock Exchange launches with some big first-day gains. China hopes the venue will channel funds into innovative smaller companies, as it tightens its grip on companies seeking listings overseas.
Daily FX Market News. November 15. 5:34 America New York. Euro, GBP pressured by rate expectations and COVID cases, UK inflation data looms. Heightened expectations of a December Bank of England rate hike and a sharp increase of COVID cases in Europe will weigh on EUR GBP over the next weeks.
Wall Street Journal Markets. November 15. 5:30 America New York. Inflation surge pushes gold to 5-month high. The climb in the haven asset accompanies other signs investors are starting to seek more protection from rising consumer prices and interest rates.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. November 15. 5:30 America New York. Ocean shipping rates fall but ports are still jammed. The cost to ship a container across the Pacific fell by more than 1/4 last week, signaling that demand is finally easing. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. November 15. 5:30 America New York. Biden weighs choice of Jerome Powell or Lael Brainerd as Fed chair. The two candidates have offered similar views on inflation and interest rates this year, suggesting policy continuity is likely.
Forex Live. November 15. 5:07 America New York. ECB's Lagarde. We still see inflation moderating in the next year. Remarks by ECB President Christine Lagarde. Besides that, she maintains that policy will remain accommodative and is pushing back a bit against expectations that the ECB will act next year, at least for now. Forex Live. November 15. 5:01 America New York. Eurozone September trade balance €6.1 billion versus €11.1 billion prior. Latest data released by Eurostat the 15th of November 2021.
New York Times Business. November 15. 5 o'clock America New York. How America's pandemic economic response fought the last war. A focus on the challenges of the Great Recession has fueled some of the challenges of this crisis. In 2008, model homes sat vacant in the center of a 750-home housing development where construction was halted in Rio Vista, Calif.